Chicken how, man. All right. So we got like 4 different topics to talk about today. Let's hop right into them. And yes, you can get the merch at KeyTalkMedia.com. If you can't afford the merch, that's fine. You can actually become a member to my channel where you get an emoji pack, and it's only like $9.99, right? So make sure you become a member of the channel. Get your emoji pack. You can use them inside the comment section. Anyway, so first topic of the day is Boosie. A lot of people on the internet is kind of scratching their head at Boosie right now. You know what I'm talking about? They got a whole lot of things to say because Boosie is doing something to his brother TQ, who allegedly is the one who forged his signature and stole $5 million from him pretty much, right? So what Boosie's doing, he's filing a lawsuit, but not just any regular lawsuit. He's doing a regular lawsuit, but he's also doing something called a criminal lawsuit, in which if the brother is found guilty of actually taking the $5 million, he could be sent away to jail.
I filed another lawsuit on it, and it's going to be a criminal lawsuit.
Okay, so you're actually filing a criminal lawsuit for fraud.
On everybody for
so
fraud.
So that means that
too.
people might go to jail.
Yeah. And I don't give a f.
Now, Boosie pretty much came and was like, I don't care. Yeah, I'm doing a criminal lawsuit. He was the one that actually even said it, right? So he's like, I don't care. I'm doing a criminal lawsuit. And if, you know, somebody, he got to go to jail, then he got to go sit. I don't care at all.
He's not a gangster.
Okay.
What he did to me took $5 million. I'm not going to shoot him.
Yeah.
This is handled in court.
Yeah.
Now, of course, a lot of people are scratching their head is because Boosie's a real deal street. You know what I'm talking about? And anytime anything comes up that got to do with Boosie and anybody taking a stand or anybody giving laws information or anything like that, Boosie, of course, is the first one on the front line to say, hey, man, they ratting. Now, a lot of people's like, well, what Boosie doing right now is ratting. Now, here's the thing, right? Whenever you're a street, you know what I'm talking about, and you live under the street rules, you automatically at a disadvantage in life. And this is why I say that, right? As being a U.S. citizen, you got advantages. You know what I'm talking about? You got benefits of being a U.S. citizen. A benefit, you can sue somebody. You know what I'm talking about? That do you wrong. You know what I'm talking about? If somebody steal $5 million from you can sue them, and then they'll owe you that $5 million, right? And then, of course, if that's like forging, that's even criminal stuff. But Boosie's excuse is, hey, listen, my brother, he's not a street. You know what I'm talking about? If he was a street like me, if he was a G like me, then I would be able to go out and do what we would do in the streets, whether it got to be shooting, whether it got to be whatever it may be, right? I will be able to do that, but he's not a street nigga, so what else I'm supposed to do?
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a legal citizen. He's a, you know, if he was a G, if he took $5 million from me, it'll be a different story.
And that's just why I say, you automatically, once you accept the rules of the streets, you automatically become at a disadvantage, because if you ever have to do anything against somebody that's not in the streets, right? Police get involved, you get told on, you go to jail. Like if you go slide on somebody that's not in the streets family, right? What they gonna do? They're gonna go to the cops, they're gonna go to the car, and they're gonna tell on you, you know what I'm talking about? But if you do it to somebody else who's actually in the streets, then it's a whole different story, because they know not to go to the cops, right? So people living under the same, two people living under the same rules, they know not to go to the police because they both street niggas, right? But a street nigga that do something to a non-street nigga, then a non-street go get the 12, go get the laws, and obviously most people in the streets try to avoid the laws at any cost possible, whatever it takes. Stay away from them, because there's a lot of illegal stuff going on. You end up in jail, right? Anyway, so how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like Boosie is doing the right thing, or do y'all feel like Boosie's kind of going against his own morals and street codes, and you know, I'm talking about he doing something that you wouldn't expect him to actually do? Anyway, so next we got ASAP Relli. So I did a story a while ago on ASAP Relli, because he pretty much, you know, I'm talking about, went to the 12 and told the 12 that ASAP Rocky actually shot him. Now, the trial came up, you know what I'm talking about. I guess ASAP Rocky was waiting to see if Relli was going to walk in, you know what I'm talking about, to actually take the stand. ASAP got his head down. He raises his head up, and all of a sudden he sees ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm talking about, ASAP Relli walking through the, you know what I'm talking, walking down the aisle, ready to get on the stand. ASAP Relli gets on the stand. I got PTSD. ASAP Rocky shot at me. Not only did he shoot at me, but he said he was going to kill me before he shot. So he had the intentions of killing me. My PTSD is messing up. You know, I can barely sleep at night. So ASAP Rocky pretty much, you know what I'm talking about, is kind of denied all. But ASAP Relli, which was, of course, was part of the ASAP mob, his partner, got on the stand. And not only said he shot at me, but said, hey, man, he tried to kill me. He told me he was going to kill me, you know what I'm talking about, before he shot the gun. So that's putting, like I said, that's putting criminal stuff on even, well, more criminal stuff than even just shooting. But that's just making it even worse, right? But these are the type of things and incidents that if you was just deep in the streets, if you was a real street, you know what I'm talking about, you don't go tell a law. Somebody shoot at you and say they're going to kill you and try to actually kill you, you don't go tell the police that. You gotta have some street justice, you know what I'm talking about? You got to go spin a block yourself. But like I say, if a street dude do it to a non-street dude, or a dude that's supposed to be in the streets but ain't really a street dude, and he go to the 12, a whole nother thing starts, right? And again, the person who's a street dude who don't do nothing with the 12 or talk to him at all is now at a disadvantage, because you can't even talk to your lawyers and tell your lawyers what really happened. You know what I'm talking about? Because now you tell your lawyers what happened, they go fight for you, but you can't take the stand and say nothing. That's taking a stand, you breaking the street code. So this is why I try to say it's kind of like you at a disadvantage anyways. But other than that, we don't know what's going to happen to A$AP Rocky. Once we do figure that out, I will definitely keep y'all updated. Anyway, speaking of street rules, Young Thug, it is not looking good for Young Thug. So the judge in a Young Thug case has actually now came out and said, hey, listen, I heard the prosecutor side wanted to use these lyrics for, to prosecute Young Thug and use it along with the evidence. I heard the defense side saying that this is just art, and art should not be used as any type of guilt or nothing like that at all. But here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to use these lyrics. Why? Because I've seen the lyrics is now matching up with some of the events that actually happened. And this specific event that the judge is actually saying matches up with something was, I believe in a song, Young Thug said something about, I shot at his mama and I ain't heard from him. And then the prosecutor was like, so not only did he say that, but after he said that, YFN Lucci, I'm talking about YFN Lucci, mother's house was shot up multiple times. So that's kind of how they're connecting that together and why the judge is saying that the lyrics will be used. Now, a lot of people are saying that this means that Young Thug will be fried because of, the lyrics is a lot of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? What hip hop and rap is. Rappers put the lyrics. It's something out of rap that's go like living my raps. I don't know when it started, but it was a particular time a while ago whenever rappers would come out and be like, man, I'm living my raps, because rap cap. Now, you can still hear people saying that I'm still living my raps and this person rap cap or whatever it may be, but you don't hear it as much anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Ever since the Ricos really started kicking in on rappers, you don't really hear them saying I'm living my raps or this is rap cap. Now you do, like I say, sometimes, but not all the time, right? Now, with that being said, the reason you don't hear it is because of what's happening. Obviously, most gangster rappers that are real gangster rappers that's really living what they're saying is putting what's happening in their life in the streets, what they see inside the music, and now it's kind of coming back to bite them in the butt in all these RICO cases, right? And it's something like in a law where, like, if they use the lyrics in this case, now all future cases, they can go back to this case in Atlanta and be like, well, whenever Jeffrey Williams, he was getting arrested, he got arrested and went to court, and it was, the judge said that they can actually use the lyrics, so we want to use the lyrics this time too. And you already know it's a lot of RICOs going around inside of Atlanta, so definitely got to be careful with that. Anyway, so of course with the Young Thug RICO, someone got the Boosie about to get his brother potentially locked up, and A$AP Relli, of course, they're alleging that he actually told, well, not alleging, he took the stand and pretty much told, I'm talking about. Last but not least, we got FBG Duck. So everybody knows that FBG Duck has cases actually been going on, right? And with his cases actually been going on, a lot of new details have actually been coming out. And with the new details that just came out as well, we're figuring out that somebody inside of FBG Duck case, and I will tell you who that somebody actually is, but that person has now took the stand and said, hey, whenever FBG Duck got shot, I grabbed his pistol, and not only did I grab his pistol, I started to bust back at the people that shot at FBG Duck. Now, the person that actually said that was FBG Duck's girlfriend, right? So with FBG Duck's girlfriend testifying on it, I'll read y'all exactly what it says. FBG Duck's girlfriend testifies on the second day of the O-Block trial, because it is the O-Block trial. I picked up Duck's gun and started shooting back. Now, that kind of sounds like what India Royale did to for Young Thug. I mean, not Young Thug, for goodness great, Lil Durk. What I'm talking about? It sounds like what she did to Lil Durk. When them people ran inside of Durk's house and they're claiming that she grabbed a gun and started shooting back. What I'm talking about? That's why that's a forever thing with them two. But anyways, as far as FBG Duck case go, I'm gonna actually read it to you, and it says, When Williams returned to the stand, she offered the trial's first eyewitness account of the shooting. So she was actually there with him. She actually saw the shooting firsthand. In the heart of the Gold Coast in August 2020, she recalls snapping into action whenever she saw a gunman jump out of the moving car and start shooting at rapper FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly. So she picked up that tool, talking about they got the striking. So she came out and said, I picked up Duck's gun and started shooting back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So she didn't have her own gun. Whenever Duck got shot, she picked up his gun, talking about, and then started to bust back with his gun, talking about. She then said, during the second day of trial at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse, matching the emotions that had previously interrupted her testimony. Yes, so she had, before she gave this trial, she was, depending if she was going to do it or not, she was going through a lot, but she ended up coming out and actually doing it. However, so that just shows you right there with this eyewitness actually saying that. Now, these guys did have masks on. So, they've got their defense that they're doing, but also, talking about Duck, FBG Duck actually got a lot that she's got going too. And listening to his Mama Duck, she already said these dudes going away for a long time. The evidence that we actually got on Buddy, on all them is wild. And not only the evidence that we got on them, but they snitching. And that's another thing that if you hop in the streets that put you at a disadvantage. Listen, everybody always say it's either road to, they always say dead or jail, right? But this is what they should say. Yeah, it's dead to jail. Is a short life dead in jail. But the road to jail is because a lot of people get snitched on by their own crew and people. So even if you don't die, more than likely you're going to get snitched on. Listen, in hip hop right now, what are we seeing? Everybody telling, everybody snitching, everybody ratting. And also, not only everybody snitching, telling, and ratting, but now it's like it don't even matter. Now the people that are snitching that everybody say they hate and they so against are the ones winning, because the ones that don't snitch end up inside of jail for years and years and years and years. The person that they snitched on is outside of jail, able to live his life, able to be around his kids, able to continue rap careers. I'm talking about whatever it may be. They're able to continue and do that stuff right now. The whole snitches get stitches, nobody cares about that anymore. Nobody really follows the guideline of snitches get stitches. There's people that actually snitch and then they get out and then they go join another gang, or they back cool with that same gang because they instoke fear and people know that they really slide and they'll slide on you and come and try to kill you, but then also they'll tell. You see what I'm saying? So, and it is what it is. That's just the current state of what's going on right now. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.